Joining me now for our final trade of the day is Russell Rhoades, who works here at the Chicago Board Options Exchange and has his eyes on options trading. That sometimes is unusual. Russell, happy to have you on the show. And of course, we have big banks reporting in this week. So what are you seeing as far as the options traders moving into the bank trade?
Well, this is the first week of third quarter earnings, and in the banks are kind of what kick off earnings season. And several of the banks that are in the XLF ETF are reporting at the end of this week. We've got Citibank, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America, which actually comprise a third of the XLF, reporting before Friday. And late last week, somebody came in speculating that we're going to get an up move out of the banking sector toward the end of this week, with the XLF ETF trading around 26.40. They actually paid 18 cents for the 26.5 calls that expire this coming Friday. They need about a 1% move out of the financial sector for that trade just to break even. So they're expecting good things out of banks.
Fair to call it a bullish option strategy?
Absolutely, purely bullish. There could be no other reason for this trade other than a bullish outlook on the financials.
And sometimes you don't always see those really big trades that come through with so much conviction. You
exactly.
see
You usually
more of
see somebody in front of earnings
or
trying to pay for an option by doing a spread. This was an outright purchase. I think what the reason that they just bought the options, they're relatively cheap when you compare it to options on the individual stocks, because it's spread across a handful of stocks. And maybe they took a look at the implied volatility of XLF and realized those options were cheap relative to the higher priced options on the individual stocks reporting this week.
So sometimes it is easier to play a basket of stocks. Sometimes investors like a basket of stocks, so that's underneath the umbrella of the XLF. That's where they could own all these individual names such as JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells, Bank of America, as you mentioned. Thanks for coming on the show.
You betcha.
It was awesome.
Thanks.